Mercedes. I purposely waited a little bit of extra time to do your reading so we would be in Cancer season so that it would be completely different energy than the last time we had since we won't be reconvening. So what? September? As you're out there taking classes, getting in alignment, getting ready. How is it over there in LA? Crazy things popping, man. I'm sure. For that reason, I'm going to start with the Dark Goddess deck because there has to be a reason that you are over there during this time. We don't choose our level of difficulty after we're in the game. We choose it before, and some of us think we're thugs, and I think you one of them people because of that Capricorn. So, what does Mercedes need to know at this time? What does Mercedes need to know at this? Ooh, ooh, girl, what's going on over there? This moment I felt the need to say, you can stop in from regular one-on-ones. It don't have to be the mentorship. It's just the check-in, but drama popped up. But it looks like there's somebody trying to control or persuade you, and all of that is drama when all you really want is equality. But whoever this person or thing is playing off of past guilt or guilt you had about, when you sort of peep somebody game and you fall back and then they make you feel bad about it? That's what this guilt feels like. You were just being protective of yourself and your energy. And there's somebody who's not feeling it. So let's find out who this is. My deck is right across from me. Hold on. There we go. Who is this? Control dramas is what popped in my head. What is a control drama? Who is this person sending this energy or in this entanglement with Mercedes? Who is this person? Mine immediately felt like it was that guy trying to pop back in. Let's see. Right. Yes, it is. Tricksters, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, but manipulating others through duplicity. This person is also wearing a mask. And the first two, there's an energy of humility around this person, basically coming from the stories they tell about the life they've had and all that stuff. So it will be somebody that you like look up to, like, wow, you overcame all that. And you have this energy because they have a way of moving from group to group with these tales. So what does this person want from you? Like, why are they all in your energy? Trying to control and guilt trip you. So what are this person's intentions? What is this person's intentions towards Mercedes? I bet you that control come back in some way, shape, or form. Because that was the first one. I feel the need to show you because it's like they're dragging. Control. Persuasion. That along with the manipulation card. No bueno. This person comes off like a martyr. Like a really humble person. Like you would have to be somebody who has vision like you to recognize that there's another part under here. That's probably why they had to guilt trip you too. Like, no, it's not what it seems like at all. You read me wrong, baby. You jumping out there all early. So this person is putting out there or trying to send out the energy or give you the impression that they are here to support you, to help you. You got it all wrong, baby. Don't trust your intuition, trust me. That is the last thing one should ever do. Right? What's the next one? Yeah. seem like they want to be supportive, here to help you on your fitness and health journey. Unsolicited advice is another strong characteristic. I'm certain I know what's best. I hate to say I told you so. This is an asshole. That's what I've been feeling the whole time. Like, this person wants to be in your energy so bad, but they want to be in your energy to, like, it's like, I guess this is the shitty example, whatever, you'll get it. Like, imagine being at a beauty pageant and you're an agent, right? Looking for your next person whose energy that you can use to manage. I guess that's the best case here, because managers need a talent. A manager by itself is nothing without the talent that helps them earn the money. It's kind of like pimping, but like not, but it is, because they get 10%. That's what this is like. Somebody going into a beauty pageant and seeing JonBenét, and they're like, hold on, I need to do whatever it takes to make sure I have that person like under my branch. Because this person wants to work with you. They want to share good news with you. You want to do all that. But the control is my issue here in this unsolicited advice. It's like they see your potential, and if you just do what they would say, then everything will go right for you. But there's the underhandedness that this is of some benefit to them too. But it's feeling like it's in the way of a manager. Like, you can help get them to doors that they could not get through on their own, where they can see that potential in you. So, what does Mercedes need to know about her writing and what is coming next? Because that was just like a little heads up, like the first thing you needed to know. If you shut them out, you shut them out for a reason. If they got to talk you into letting them back in, baby, that ain't it. That's going against your intuition. You had to doubt yourself in order to make that change. So you have some freedom of time to enjoy right now, right? The freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life. You are the master of your schedule, right? So the next one is a key. A crown is something you already achieved. You have the crown for the freedom of your time. You can decide where you put your energy. But the key is to the next level, right? And the next level here is innovation. With the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place? What was next? Healer. And the magic jar is like gifts that you already have on tap. You are able to provide great comfort and support to those who are on a healing journey, whether the pain is physical, emotional, or spiritual. I think that will be the innovation that is in your content. How much content have you seen recently that is actually healing or good for people's mental space? That they leave and they feel different, right? Multi-hyphenate person. There's a key here that says career change, right? But for me, it felt like adding a hyphen besides writer. Does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually? What if you do one thing, like make your film, make your book, right? But that opens the door for you to do other things like self-help books. That's what I'm saying here. Even you having a platform, because the way you speak and the way you share knowledge really can touch a lot of people. So you might be thinking, hey, I'm just here to write, I'm behind the screen, I'm here, when you're actually meant to be the face of something, which is what that other person saw in you. Your ability to be versatile, how many doors you get through, how many people would like to be around you and in your essence. But love is here. But in this case, it's not just romantic love. It says love is the greatest of successes on the path of prosperity. Who can fully experience abundance without it, right? Abundance without it. It feels like being in love with what you do, being in love with your life, being in love with where you live, when you wake up in the morning, the people you hang out with, just staying in the energy of love is what will allow you to tap into these other things. Like I've been seeing you do while on your social media stuff. There should be some times when you do videos because you have something to say that just struck you beautifully. That's when you're overflowing with this, right? But then there should be times when you write out your thoughts, your vision. This could be on the state of the world. This is anything. This is just imagine there's a writer or author or detective or somebody, director that you really like, and you like them for their works, but then you follow them on social media just because you liked it so much, and you find out that this person is like just as amazing as the thing they created, and they're saying things that matter. That's what it feels like. Like you are going to set yourself apart by being somebody who is a person of strong character and integrity. But that starts now. Because like I guess in Hollywood, when somebody else has already made it, they can't say certain things because they're in certain cliques and they don't want to ruffle feathers. They don't want to talk about politics. They don't want to talk about anything that can make them possibly stop their bag. That's not the wave you're on. You're on the wave of people who can still be authentic creators and connect with the human experience. Like money is not going to separate you from saying what you need to or standing up for what you need to. And that's going to make you shine a little brighter, especially in a place where so many people are false lights. So what message say you need to know at this time? What message did you need to know at this? It sounded like a pivot in basketball. Yes, my mind just pivot, like move. Like. So, contract, right? We've been dealing with this for a while, but in this case, this week, it has, for me, been showing up like in general during readings as a sign of blind faith, stepping out into blind faith. But for you, it's you trusting your heart, trusting yourself when you're in that good energy. Because when you're in the vibration of love, like it feels like anything is possible. And that's what it's leading you to. This is cornucopia. This is abundancia, right? This is everything you want. Create in the spirit, in the energy of love. Do everything within that vibration. I know it can be hard sometimes, especially with all this stuff going on and all these people in their shit. But look at them with sympathy or empathy from a place of, if you knew what I knew, you wouldn't feel the way that you feel or act the way that you act or do any of that stuff. So I'm not even going to hold that personally against you. 4:44 on the clock. You're not going to take me out of my energy of love in my heart space because you have not been blessed enough to be in that space either. Don't trade your vibration or your shine because there are people on your ass and your energy. Isn't that sort of weird though, how somebody can be like on your neck about you? Because in this moment, I'm picturing like you at a bar and somebody trying to offer you a drink and you're like, no, I'm good. And this person's like, why won't you take my drink? Why won't you take my drink? I just want to get to know you. Like, that's freaking weird. No means no. So I'm going to close with an encouraging message because it does look like you have some, I call them gnats, right? Because gnats can't technically do anything to you. They're just really freaking annoying. And once you get one, it's a bunch of them and it takes some days for them to die, but they're just annoying. They have no purpose. They don't even like really make a sound or anything. But once they gang up, once you get a bunch of gnats, they hard as hell to get rid of. So let's handle this while you got one gnat and make sure that he don't lead you to a group of them. So what encouraging message do I have from Mercedes? What encouraging message do I have from Mercedes today? Trine, Taurus, Jupiter, Mars. The symbiosis cultivate abundance motion. The transits will bring you clarity on the past. New things are activating your vision towards the future. Use all of that energy towards building and expanding what you've already been doing. So when you get an idea or a revelation about the past, ooh, how can I apply this lesson? After you write it down and journal it, of course, right? How can I apply this lesson to one of my characters in the book so I can pass it on to somebody else in a way that's like subliminal, right? That's every time something comes up from like these South Node transits or the energy of the South Node I'm getting here. Because the North Node, which is in Pisces, which is triggering Neptune, is giving you vision or ideas about what you need to do. Some of the stuff that you're going to be writing about is going to be sort of like, because it's stuff that's on the way. Things that people need to know about on the way, issues they need to know about the future. So you are channeling while you are creating. And I'm getting that's the reason why it's important for you to stay in the energy of love, because you're vibrating, or you will be vibrating at a certain station to hear a certain message, and that's the crown. That's what that Neptune is about. The crown is source energy, pulling from the collective field a message that touches multiple people in a transcendental way. And I was getting like Michael Jackson music, like Man in the Mirror. Like everybody ain't a piece of shit. Some people out here donating, but when they hear Man in the Mirror, they still feel like, gonna make a change. Like the song is so good. It doesn't matter if it doesn't apply to you. Like, yo, I want to feel like it feels in that song. Like that's the energy here. Or the type of characters you are working on creating. There's a really big significance or emphasis I'm getting on the characters and their humanity. Like you're not creating perfect characters. They're not going to fit into the usual tropes of like tough guy, bad girl, geek. Like, no, these are intricate characters that have levels so much so that you can't just say jock. See, just and just as I get to the end, that energy, if you heard that, that happiness, that's what you're supposed to carry with you the whole time when you're making this, because you are delivering a gleeful thing. It's a drama, it's an ensemble cast type thing. It's multiple stories, like you said, that come together that tell a tale, but the message is so big at the end, and everybody can be touched by each individual and the ending. So I'm really excited to see what you come up with. Have a good day.